What's up everyone, welcome to another video on the channel and welcome to another Wheelspin drift build episode. So, in today's video, that was actually clean. That was a clean 360. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna stop though. Welcome to another video, welcome to some Forza Horizon 4. Some Forza Horizon 4. Yeah, in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and do a wheelspin drift build, like I said. So, obviously, spin the wheelspins, whatever car I have to use, whatever money I have to get, or sorry, whatever money I get in the wheelspin, I have to use that as my budget. So that's pretty much what's happening in today's video. I'm gonna do super wheelspins because again, well, actually it depends. Do I have any super wheelspins? I do. I have both, and I think I have some extra ones here. I do. Yeah, let's spin them and see what car I get. Obviously, completely random. So we could get something really nice, or we could get something really terrible. I don't know. Okay, we got all we got is money. I can't drive money, game. Give me a car, please. If you're new to the channel, by the way, subscribe. Helps a lot. Help me get to my goal, 350k subs before the end of the year. And also Horizon. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. I do have a lot of money. I could technically keep the 160 and then use the 160 and build both of those cars. How about that? Then I have a decent budget of around 80 grand. Well, it is 80 grand per car, but if I want to split it evenly, it'll be 80,000 per car. Okay, I could do that actually. This would be kind of nice. M5 Forza Edition, and then I also have an Audi RS5. Let's add both of those to my garage, even though I don't really need to, because I think I have an RS5. 100% I have an RS5 that I haven't driven. Yeah, definitely. So I remember I got rid of a load of these cars back when we were only able to have like 750 cars in the game, or sorry, in our garage. So like I couldn't keep a lot of these like cars that I don't use, so I had to get rid of them, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, and then as for the Beamer, I have a couple of these. I have this one here, which I think I've driven normally before. I don't know if I have or not. It's all-wheel drive, so maybe I did build it for something. I don't know. I honestly don't remember if I did end up building this thing. But I do definitely want to do the Audi RS5. Should we just get this over and done with the M5? Because I honestly do think that I've done this before as a build. So what I could do here with this is keep it rear-wheel drive, because I saw that one that was like all-wheel drive. I could keep this thing as rear-wheel drive. I mean, it's A-class now. Yeah, I kind of want to keep this as a rear-wheel drive. Maybe just slightly more power or whatever. I mean, we'll figure out what we should be doing to this thing. Let's bring it downhill instead of going uphill. Plus, hit the actual start of this drift zone. I also don't think I finished what I was saying. Yeah, help me get to a goal of 350k subs before the end of the year. Plus, like I said, Forza Horizon 5 coming out very, very soon. In literally like a few days. So I'm going to be making a lot of videos on that. So there should be some nice content for you guys to watch whenever that's out. But yeah, anyway. Let's get back to this video though. I mean, I knew this was going to be good because, like I said, I've driven this before. I'm not entirely sure if I was for one of these like wheelspin drift build videos though. Maybe it was like a long time ago. But I generally do not remember it. Regardless, that one that I have built already was all-wheel drive, and I don't really want to do that to this car. I want to keep it rear-wheel drive. It's already quite good to drive. I mean, it's a Forza Edition car, so like it's already got like a bunch of stuff upgraded on it. You know, it's not completely stock. But I definitely don't want to do like, you know, 1,000 horsepower build like I usually do. The RS5, maybe I could try and rear-wheel drive swap that, and have a rear-wheel drive Audi. Ooh, that'd be actually kind of nice. Instead of quattro, you know, drifting all-wheel drive quattro, make it rear-wheel drive and take that thing down the hill. I feel like that'd be kind of nice to drive as a rear-wheel drive. Aren't they quite heavy as quattros though? So I think we're gonna get rid of a lot away from the Audi, 100%. I mean, this thing's a box that I'm driving right now, this M5, so I know for a fact that this thing doesn't weigh a lot. But I love these 5 Series. These are so cool looking. Still though, my favorite looking and my favorite 5 Series as an M5, like looks and how it has the old school BMW design, is the E34. 100,000,000%. Like that is the M5. You know? Don't get me wrong, I like this as well, but this is like so tiny. Look at it. It's like an E30. It's like such a similar size to the E30. It's weird. It just looks small. But the E34, oh my god, that car is lovely. Should I drive the Audi? No, I'm not gonna drive the Audi. I'll do the Audi afterwards. I'll do both of these separate, just so we have like a nice normal video instead of overlapping two cars together. Okay, so like I said, I want to keep this thing as a rear-wheel drive. So it drives fine. You know, I have absolutely no issues with the way this thing drives. It's A class, 800, 448 horsepower, weighs 1,200 kilos. Like I knew this was gonna be light as well. Now what I'm gonna do with this car is, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead, put your suspension on it. That is the main and most important thing. It's already got weight reduction, so like I said, some of the parts are already pretty much bought on this thing. So I don't really have to do anything there. I'm kind of tempted. It's got a Skyline engine in it. It's got an RB in it, that's why. I don't really want to put the V10 in it because I feel like I'm just going to literally replicate the... Well, I could put this engine in it. So the standard engine that we have in this thing is a 3.4 liter. Straight 6, if I remember correctly. What we could do is we get the newer one. This is also a BMW engine. It's a 3.2 inline 6. I'm pretty sure this is from the E36. So this is a newer engine. I think it's from the E36. I'm not 100% sure in this game if it is from the E36 or not. I think we'll be able to tell the difference in the sound if it's from like the E46, for example. But I don't think it is. I'm gonna keep this rear-wheel drive, and I kind of really want to keep this thing NA as well. So I don't want to do a lot of stuff to that. Oh, the BMW wheels just look so good. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of those wheels. There has to be a set of wheels for this thing that just look old school, but also like, I mean, the wheels that were already on it, right? On the Forza edition version of this car, I just feel too, I don't know, a little bit too ricer-ish for my liking. I like BBSs and all that. Actually, we should just probably look at BBS, right? Some old school wheels. I don't think they have any in this game that are like similar to that. HREs are quite nice. I don't really mind HREs. These I kind of like a little bit more, to be honest. Not in gold though. Tempting. There's a lot of nice wheels that could actually work well for this thing. I like the little bit of dish as well that those wheels have. Just a tiny bit of lip. Yeah, as for anything else, I don't see anything that I could really put. I could put Hamano wheels on this. Oh, these actually don't look that bad. Little Haman wheels on the M5. Interesting. So yeah, this is pretty much all we have from BBS. So these ones as well, I kind of like. I might get these. I don't like the way that there's no like BBS logo in the middle. I wish that there was. I feel like it would make them look just a lot nicer. I'm gonna put these on. Actually, I kind of really like these. I completely forgot about these wheels. Wheel setup, 285s on the back, obviously can't really change any of that. What's my tire compound on this thing? Some sports tires. I might stay with sports tires. I think they have a decent amount of grip. I think this is fine. As for everything else, again, I'm just gonna buy everything race spec. I think I have a lot of money to spend anyway, so I don't really care if I go ahead and spend a little bit too much money. I think I've visited everything there. So yeah, I want to keep this NA. So I'm going to bring this power up, hopefully to around 550, 600 horsepower. If I can do that NA, that'll be perfect. 545, 555, that is perfect. How much does this thing weigh now? 1,126 kilos. It has more power, more torque, less weight. Pretty much done. And we spent 47 grand. I still have so much money left over, which is fine because then it just means that the Audi has like unlimited money. I can spend as much money as I want on that thing. As for the tune itself, apart from the diff, apart from locking the two wheels together at the back, I don't really know if I want to change anything on this thing. What I do want to change is the design, or sorry, not the design, but the paint on those wheels. I don't want to keep them that color. I kind of want to keep them in a silver, but I'm going to go to pink group one or black. Black actually looks good because we have the little studs everywhere in gold. I'm not a massive fan of black wheels, and like it's so hard for me to like find a set of black wheels that I really like, especially black on black. But I kind of like the chrome lip around it, which isn't really chrome, it's sort of like brushed on this wheel. I'm gonna put black on that just because I feel like it'll look nice. Again, the outer lip is just, what's it look like if I paint it like actual chrome? This brushed aluminium or brushed steel or whatever is nice. That is so good, actually. All reflective. Okay, what about the inner barrel? Inner barrel, we can do chrome as well, right? Can't really see much on the inner barrel. Those brakes are so massive that you can't actually... There's no point of even me going over there. Paint group 2. That is that lip there. So we can probably do that in chrome as well. I just want to see what it looks like. It'll be a lot darker. But it's definitely going to be a lot shinier on the wheels if I do that. So like the brushed, you kind of see everything. Or like the polished aluminium, you can see it a little bit better. Oh, that actually looks so good. Well, I kind of want to do that. Polished aluminium looks really, really good. It just sort of stands out a little bit more. The chrome is just like so reflective. It's like a mirror. This one kind of is like a mirror as well, except it's just a little nicer. And then obviously the little divots and... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Obviously the little divots, I think, and everything else. I don't think there is anything else I can change, right? You have the inner barrel, the outer lip. No, that's pretty much it, right? Okay, save car. It looks good. I like it in black as well. I think black on black, well, sort of black on the wheels. It's like a dark grey. They suit this car. Oh, it's so baller looking. Like, I love this thing. It looks so good. It's got to sound good too. It has to sound good. I'm pretty sure I've used this engine before and it's like so rev happy. That is nice. And this is definitely the E36 engine. It's 100% the E36 engine because the E46 is like so raspy compared to this. It doesn't sound like that. That's so clean looking. All right, let's take it downhill. Let's see what this thing is like. Actually, I'm gonna mess with the tune a little bit. I'm gonna keep testing it out, especially with like gears and stuff like that. Instead of having me waste a lot of time going down the hill like 45 million times in the one video, I'm just gonna test it out and then fix it, and then I'll be right back. Right then, very small adjustments in this thing, and it's now, I think, pretty good to drive. I made the gears were not great. Third gear was a bit too short, and then fourth gear was a bit too long, and I was like, I need the gear for like these like slightly longer corners, so that's what third gear is for now. And then if I really want, what's happening here? If I really want to push this thing out, I just like change the fourth, and then for these longer corners, should be perfectly fine. It's really, really easy to drive. There is like nothing to it. Extra bit of power is lovely. It's definitely noticeable from the other engine that I had from the RB, which wasn't, I guess, tuned as much as this one is right now. Obviously, less power. In terms of handling, it's decent. About as decent as it could be with this amount of power and some sports tires on it. I didn't want to go over the top and like make this thing just extreme, you know, full drag tires, all-wheel drive. That's just, it just gets boring after a while. But it's nice. It's nice and easy to control. It feels small. Like, it feels like it's easily maneuverable. And I like that. I like cars like that. If you drive something absolutely massive, like, it's just so noticeable. You can... Even when you're on, like, a controller, right? The way I am right now. It's so noticeable when you're driving something massive. Because you can see how it shifts its weight and how the car turns and all that sort of stuff. It's just... It is noticeable, like I said, even on a controller. But when you drive something small like this, you can tell how, like, nippy it is and how little movements in the steering, you know, like, you know, moves the car around. It's nice. It's nice to drive something like this sometimes. But yeah, alright, let's move on to the Audi, which is a different beast. I feel like this is going to be really heavy. It's not going to have a lot of power for drifting anyway. And it's also going to be quattro, so, I mean, I don't know how much sliding I'm going to end up doing with this thing completely stock. But, I mean, obviously, it's going to get upgraded. It's going to get changed. I still have a lot of money left to go to be able to get this thing to do what I want to do. Except this has a V8 though, so it'll be kind of nice. I'm a little tempted to leave this V8 in it. It's slow. It's very slow. It is struggling to break traction. Look how close I had to go to the inside there. Yeah, I think this engine is fine. I actually didn't even know the RS5 had like a retractable wing. I genuinely did not know that, especially this one. This is like the old one. This is like a 2008 model, I think, right? Pretty sure these came out in 2008. Just wanted to see what it sounds like on the inside. It's yeah, it's a big old boat. This suspension's really soft. Torque is kind of there. I just feel like it has too much grip. It's either one or the other. It has too much grip. I can't put the power down properly. Well, it puts the power down properly. It's just I can't get it to break traction easily because of the Quattro all-wheel drive system. And it also feels a little sluggish, a little heavy, a little on the chunky side. So we'll see what I can do with this thing. Again, I was thinking about keeping the V8 in this thing, right, and then just upgrading the V8. But if we could put the V10 in it from the Audi R8 or Lamborghini Gallardo / Huracan, whatever, it'd be kind of nice. Let's go back to the garage or festival, whatever, and see what I can do to this thing. Again, I have a lot of money to spend, so that's gonna be pretty easy for me to get this thing to drive better. But I also don't like the way the entire wheel is painted like silver. It's weird looking. So we have the 5.2 V10. And it's the 602 horsepower. I'm pretty sure the Lamborghini Huracan one is 610, right? So it's not the exact same as that one. Pretty sure there's two. I wonder if there is actually two. I'm pretty sure this is the R8 one. But the R8 swap obviously is going to give us more power. Yeah, I told you this thing was heavy. 1,700 kilos. My god. It's almost 2 tons. The V10 is lighter. That is crazy to me. You add an extra 2 cylinders and you make it lighter. It's got more power, it's got a lot more torque, and it's lighter. Definitely doing that. I don't know if I want to turbo it though. I don't know if I want to do that. Definitely want to go ahead and change this thing to rear wheel drive. I feel like that'd be kind of nice to drive this thing now as a rear wheel drive. As for the tires, I mean, we're already on sports tires. I can go with race tires if I really wanted to. Do I want to? What's the tire width in the back? 285s. I'll do 265 to 85s. I'll leave that the way it is, I think. Wait, wheels. I need to change these wheels. These wheels are yucky. What could go good on one of these RS5s? I'm just looking at these and like wondering what it would look like if the car was lower. We'll put 20 inch on it as well. I think it would actually look pretty nice once the car is like properly lowered. The track width as well from the front just makes a massive difference. On the back, maybe the middle one. Yeah, I'm looking at these wheels and I want to also paint them like a grayish color, especially since we have like a bright paint like this. Yeah, I like those. I think the wheels suit it. I think the wheels suit this thing. Now again, oh my god, 341 kilos that we got rid of. What? I can't do cams on this thing. 83 grand. I can't remember how much money I've spent on the other build. 40, I think, right? We spent about 40 grand, so this is 140 that we're at now. Anything visually that we can change on this thing? I can make it look like a normal Audi A5. Why does it give me that option? Oh my god. It just looks like a stupid Audi A5 that someone's put an RS5 badge on it. That is so funny. Isn't it like wider? I swear it has like flared wheel arches as well. It looks so odd. Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not touching that. Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep it like this, I think. 700 horsepower, all going to the rear wheels. I think this would be kind of nice. And also the weight went down by a lot. So this should definitely help me out with the way this thing drives, because it's probably gonna be completely different now. It's already as low as possible. Again, I'm just gonna do this. Everything else I'm gonna adjust while we're driving. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and change the paint on this thing. I like the red. I think red on the Audis always look good. Red Audis always look good, in my opinion. Too many people buy boring like black or grey or silver when it comes to Audis. Like I said, as for the wheels, I kind of want to go like a grey color. So not black, but something like this, like a sort of gunmetal type grey color. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think they suit it. I wish the wheels could be maybe 21s, or I could get the car to sit slightly lower, because it's still really high, I think. Yeah, I think if we got this thing to sit lower, I think it'd be really nice. But I do like the red. Red on Audis, like I said, always looks good. There's so many of them that I really like. Oh my god, the new Audi RS7 and the RS6, the red that comes in that, or is it like Volcano Red or Volcano Orange or whatever it is? It is so nice. So nice. It's like one of the best color combos ever. Like those cars, especially because they have like really dark headlights, and you can get them with like dark wheels and stuff like that. That's probably like one of the cars that I'd probably get black wheels on. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, this is so different. That is really nice. That's really nice to drive. Okay, I need to find like a nice, I guess, setup for the transmission. I'll have to see what this thing drives like. And then obviously a tiny bit of tuning when it comes to the suspension, but that engine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Lamborghini engine. Because the Audi R8 engine got a sound upgrade. So it doesn't sound like this. Oh, the transmission as well, it just changes gear so quick. I love it. I might keep the setup, actually. It's just perfect for third gear. Third gear just like, sort of, is just like riding that limiter, but it's not like constantly hitting off it. It's nice. It's really nice. Okay, give me a sec. I adjusted my camera in tow a little bit, especially for the back wheels. I wanted a little bit of extra camber. I'm gonna get this thing to lose traction just a tiny bit easier. I think now my third gear is gonna hit limiter. No, it still drives fine. But I wanted to change the grip a tiny bit. And now I'm also just pushing myself along. This is nice. Oh, it's just so completely different. It feels like a proper sports car. Like, this is what it should have been like from factory. I know Audis like love to have their little quattro all-wheel drive system or whatever. But I kind of feel like it's missing out on any sort of performance like around corners and stuff like that. A lot of the time. Like, if you're trying to go around the track and you're trying to have fun, right? You take a BMW, or you take an AMG. Well, probably not anymore now, because everything's gone X-Drive and 4MATIC and all that sort of stuff, so everything's gone all-wheel drive. However, all the new cars are so much more rear biased, right? So even all the new X-Drives and the new 4MATICs and even the Audis now, I think probably have switches that you can just make them have fully rear-wheel drive, pretty much. So you have 100% of the power going to the rear wheels. I know BMW can do that 100%, and I'm pretty sure Mercedes can do that as well. Audis now, especially with the new RS3, what I've seen is they make them so they have more power going to the rear wheels, even with the quattro all-wheel drive system. Which is good, because it makes the cars faster, and it makes them less, you know, understeery, you know? Understeer is like a lot harder to control than oversteer. Because understeer, you technically lose control, right? in oversteer, if you push it and the back end steps out, you can still fully control it. I don't know if I'm right in saying that, but every time, even when I was driving like some of my old cars and they were front wheel drive, I feel like understeer, the only way I could control understeer in those cars was by using my handbrake and to get the car to oversteer. Because I remember when I had my GTI, and if like, let's say a roundabout or whatever was really, really wet and I'd go in too fast and I'd feel like it'd understeer, you know, obviously to save myself from smashing into like a curb or whatever, I would like just pop the handbrake a little bit. So it would like, the back would come around and I can then, you know, proceed to like drive it back normally. You know, I sort of just straighten my steering wheel and accelerate and then it'll just pull me forward. I don't know, it's weird. Whereas in rear wheel drive, especially the Beamer that I have now, it's just so easy to control. I mean, the back steps out a little bit. I mean, it's just a tiny bit of counter steer and you control it and it's there. You know, it's really easy. It's much easier than an understeer. And I feel like understeer is a lot more dangerous as well than oversteer. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish off this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do hope you enjoy it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, of course, on Forza Horizon 5 whenever that's out. Because obviously this game is now finito. You know, it's being replaced, unfortunately, but also fortunately, because, you know, Forza Horizon 5 looks like it's going to be a really, really good game. Yeah, if you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then subscribe. It helps a lot. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.